Bad guy in a little coat.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
You're killing me, Smalls.
Shut up!
Oh, that's nonsense. Sports, cards, and more. Elon Musk, you've been warned. That's Zuckerberg in the middle. That's Zuckerberg. Someone asked this question. I can't believe they had the audacity. It's a tie game. 30 seconds left. Forrest wants to go home. Bobby thinks Forrest was talking mad about his mom. Could Bobby stop Forrest?
Stop making fun of me.
Wow. Damn. He's killed, though.
You know better. You do not talk bad about Bobby's mama. No chance. You can get this, custom card with a cup. Awesome, hilarious, funny for $13. The All-Star Break and Home Run Derby was earlier this week, and this is each participant's most expensive baseball card sold. Few things stand out. The winner, Vlad Guerrero, has a card that sold for $500,000. That's incredible. And Mookie Betts, his card on this list is a 1 of 1, and he's also had by far the most accomplishments on this list. And players like Julio Rodriguez just have a ton of hype and, I guess, future potential. Here's Vladimir Guerrero, who has current potential. The other players' cards on this list are serial number to 5 red refractors. And yes, Vlad's red refractor BGS 10 back in April 16, 2022 sold for $500,000. However, card letter has it valued at $166,000 if sold today. I'm curious how close that is. You can get a PSA 10 Topps Chrome Vlad for $47. There's currently 8,000 of them floating around. Pete Alonso did something neat before the Home Run Derby. He signed every single baseball, so when it got hit into the stands, the fan who got the ball not only got a ball, but an autograph. Inventing a pet peeve misfires. I might get heat for this, so he already knew, but one of my biggest hobby pet peeves is listing the pop count on a serial number card. We know how many there are. You don't need to list the pop count. Have a great day. This guy just misunderstands. Let's get into it. First off, he has a few supporters. Can't stand it either. However, the rest of the hobby is logical. Population count is different than the card numbering. Sometimes I forget that there are rookie people in the card game. Pop count is per graded card, per variation of card based on grade. It's very relevant. People think pop raises the value. It's nonsense. I think this clearly explains it. No, there were 49 cards produced. The population count only tells you how many of that card are graded. Topps were to print a card out of 10, serial number to 10, and there's 1 in a PSA 10. Well, the pop count is 1 in a PSA 10. There are 10 serial numbers, but just 1 in a PSA 10. This next commenter clearly has never watched my channel. People think pop raises the value is nonsense. Bruh. This is the best thing I could say is welcome to the hobby, noob. The card game always seems to amaze me. We're all so different, yet we all love the same thing.
So I feel like women should hit on men more. Hit on us, ladies. You can say whatever you want to a guy. I had an older lady approach me once. She goes, "Ooh, I'm going to kidnap you." I was like, wow, I could never say that to a woman.
The 2020 Donruss Joe Burrow Tiger King Downtown in a PSA 9. This is rookie card, pop 37. Sold for $2,750 on July 3rd. At that same time a year previous in 2022, it was selling for $1,755. Next, we're looking at the Patrick Waugh 1986 Topps rookie cards. This is in a PSA 10. There are only 90 of them, and it sold for $9,000. In 2021, it was selling for just under $5,000. Finally, we're taking a look at a 1997 Ultra Michael Jordan Stars. This is number 1. It's in a PSA 7. There are only 8 of them, and it sold for $1,500 on July 10th. The card's up about $500 from 2022. This was the crowd for one man at the All-Star Weekend. You guessed it. Who is it? Who is that man? Look at this crowd. Yes, Shohei Ohtani. Look at his numbers. He is batting over 300. He has over 30 home runs, and the man has 17 starts with an ERA of just 3.3. Take a look at this. He's first in home runs, first in triples, first in extra base hits, OPS, slug. Not to mention he struck out the 4th most amount of people in all of baseball this year. Currently, his Bowman PSA 10 rookie card is selling for $190. There are about 7,000 in a PSA 10. In a PSA 9, you can get it just for $60, and there's 6,000 in a PSA 9.
Like the autograph
I
is
got
going to
an
be the
Ohtani.
last one.
I got an Ohtani. I see it here. I got an Ohtani. Oh my God. It's a patch auto Ohtani. Oh my God. That is a patch. Oh, I'm shaking right now. Patch auto Ohtani with the button. Oh my God. Whoa.
I would be curious to know what a woman could say that would offend me. Like, all right, I'm going to take you home. drug you, take advantage of you, and film it. I'd be like, all right, well, at least let me pay for the Uber.
What's the lowest you'll take? Lowest I'll go is 700. I'll offer 200. Sure, why not? Okay, where do you want to meet? 101 Main and Burlington in about 10 minutes. Sounds good. Hey man, I'm here. Cool, head inside. Into the comedy club? Yep, then head up on stage and tell your jokes to somebody else. This is not a joke. The Jets have been selected to be on Hard Knocks even though they didn't want to. This was a struggle, but it's going to be Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets. Never forget that when this man should die, he turns into Super Shredder. A new start is always great, and imagine what a great day this is and what a great mom. Wish you luck and success on your new job. #1 supporter, people blanked out, and mom. If you're watching this right now, you could have done it better making the NBA 2K rating. LeBron, for the first time in his NBA career in 20 years, he's going to be an overall 100. He's never been a 100. The last 100 was all the way back in 2002 with Shaq. I am the biggest supporter and follower of Wembayama. I went to his summer league game. I'm all about it. The kid should be maybe an 83, but a 93? Who did these ratings? Some potential deals. Here's a Captain America 1990 Impel. This is a PSA 10 Marvel Universe, and it's selling for $100. The Iron Man 1991 PSA 10 is selling for $75. LT LaDainian Tomlinson, that LT, 2001 PSA 10 Topps base rookie card, $135. Sword and Shield was a recent popular set in Pokemon 2020 Darkness Ablaze Hollow PSA 10 for $18. I don't know. Charmander 1999. This I do know. This is the original set. It's shadowless. It is not first edition. It is high pop count, but it's selling for $45. And I don't know. This is what I think is worth getting if you're a Pokemon guy or girl for that matter. Would you eat this? Look at this. They're selling this in Thailand. It's their take on a vegan burger. Burger King in Thailand is offering a new cheeseburger with 20 slices of cheese and 0 meat. It's a cheese, I don't know. Meanwhile, somewhere in the streets of America. Video makes me all sorts of happy. It's awesome. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would approve. When I first read this question, I thought it was nonsense. He did preface it with silly question. The more I thought about it, the more nuanced the question is. If I'm valuing my cards by the sold price on eBay, do I also take into account the shipping price if I end up selling them locally, not on eBay? For example, if the card sold for $40 plus $21 for shipping, do I sell it down to my neighbor for $40 or the $61 including the shipping price? Before we get into the comments, I just want to mention that $21 for shipping isn't reasonable. It's not what one card costs. So it leads me to believe, does this guy have 20 cards that he's counting maybe $1 shipping on each one in this price? I don't know how he got 21 as the example. Fleece your neighbor for every dollar possible. Charge him for the penny sleeve and top loader too. Usually 80% eBay sold if meeting up, and that seems actually reasonable. Always assume the shipping price is different from a comp price. You could really mess yourself up as a dealer by including the shipping cost in a comp. I say sell price it minus the shipping. Most cards do not have $20 shipping, and that's exactly what my point kind of was. When selling on eBay, I typically will list for 20% higher than I want due to eBay fees. I include shipping though. I say you sell for whatever someone's willing to pay, and this is interesting. It does mean the card might sit a little longer because he's charging more. I want to just remind you that even the greatest of the great, someone like Mariano Rivera, the best of the best, have an off night, a bad day at work. We're all human. Try to keep a smile on your face. I've never seen anything like this. It actually made me question, is it even real? But this is Lamar Jackson rookie card. It's his hat, and it's the actual top of the hat. Thanks for watching. These videos are a lot of fun to make. Like, subscribe if you have not. Let's get this channel to grow. Let's make this the best card show out there. And I gotta say, over the past 6 weeks, I pinched a nerve in my shoulder and haven't been able to use my left hand. All the content I've made the last 6 weeks has been with one hand, living my life with one hand, teaching summer school with one hand. So do me a favor, comment below if you're watching and just give me some sort of, the hand should be good in a few days, let's hope, and give me some encouragement or just some sort of, positive thoughts below. Lift my spirits. Thanks for watching. Back to the show. From one amazement to another, this is the new Sphere in Vegas. I've been watching them build this for the last 3-4 years, and it's beyond belief. It's actually way cooler than the pictures make it look. You can see here the Earth, you can see the moon, the NBA basketball. It's really, really neat live, and people just stop in the middle of the road to take pictures.
Like if you walked into a Walmart store, plopped down $40, ripped open that mega box, one collector got 28 autographs out of it. The other collector got 29 autographs out of a $40 mega box of Heritage Baseball, the new Topps Heritage Baseball.
They're arguing if this was intentional by the manufacturer, not intentional. Is this good, bad? I think a hot box or a hot pack is awesome. Hearing about this, it's like, wow. And imagine being the kid or man or woman pulling this. Yes, this is what every person dreams of, and not everyone can afford hobby boxes. So to be able to find this in one out of how many millions of boxes at Walmart, yes, that's pretty cool. I trained for 7 years, and I've never seen or heard of anything like this. It's hilarious and a little dangerous. They look like they're protecting themselves and know what they're doing, so that's a plus, but I can imagine someone could get really hurt. What is the most prized card in your collection? Value aside, the one card you will never get rid of. 2 home run kings from Griffey to Aaron Judge All-Star Game patch. Here is one of my favorites, Muhammad Ali. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. A really cool John Smoltz card. I get why that's someone's favorite. Vlad Guerrero. Do you like my rare collectibles? No, they have no value. Just me and the homies. Following up from a previous story that, of course, everyone knows, the 1/1 Magic the Gathering The Ring card got pulled. It has a huge bounty on it. It got pulled in Whitby, Ontario, and the resident has chosen to remain anonymous. Although we know the card was pulled at Maximum Cards here in Ontario, Canada, and here's a couple photos of it. The guy that pulled it did an interview, and here are some questions and answers. What was the reaction you had when you opened the One Ring? Shock, excitement, etc. I was in complete disbelief. My hands were shaking and my heart was racing. I knew it was a life-changing moment. I called 2 friends and a family member to try to confirm its validity. How did the process of getting it graded go? The process was nerve-wracking. We had to hire a company to transport it safely, so it was out of my possession for a few days. I didn't sleep that entire time. For any of you that grade cards, you do know while your cards are in transit, it is hard to have a sense of calm. Good question. How many collector boosters did you buy and or open? I had a pre-order of a box of collector boosters that I was set to pick up on June 17th. For some reason, I woke up early on June 16th and decided to head to the store when it opened. One of the best decisions of this guy's life. I was the first one in, asked if they had any of the boxes for sale, and they said they had a few left, so I bought 2. I opened the extra boxes at home, and there it was in the 6-pack of the second box. Could you imagine? At first, I thought I'd buy a few boxes of collector boosters and sell them when they go up in price. Then the spoilers came out. So I opened the boxes to see if I could get some cool stuff for my decks, but I never in a million years thought I'd pull the One Ring. And the possible $2 million question, are you looking to sell the One Ring or are you just filling out options for now? Oh, I'm selling it. Right now we're carefully reviewing offers. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can happily say we're 0 days without nonsense.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Ory, aka Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.